can hear me, kindly give me thumbs up in the chat box in the comment section. You're all welcome from wherever you are streaming from. Kindly comment in the comment box. All right, we are live now. Everybody, kindly give me thumbs up if you can hear me. I would like to confirm if my audio is working perfectly. All right. And from the back end, I would like to confirm if I'm good to go. All right. You are welcome, everybody, to this live stream again. It's a pleasure to have each and every one of us on this platform today. We are live and we are going to start as fast as we can immediately. I want to say welcome to everybody once again. My name is Oluwatoyin Olayinka, the president of the Digital Literacy Executive for All Executive. All right. I'm also going to be moderating you this morning. I want to say welcome to everybody. I believe that everybody on this platform, on this live right now, we are people of great value, and we are here to have another section of value again. All right. Before we proceed, we'd like to observe the national anthem before we carry on with the next agenda on this live. All right. So in few minutes from now, we'd like to observe the national anthem. All right, over to you. All right. I want to confirm, okay. I am with you. I want to confirm if you can hear me.
Nigeria's all I'm proud to say, our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be our symbol, that truth and justice reign. In peace all heart to honor, and this becomes as gain. To honor to our children, our banner we all sing. Oh God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed. And so with peace and plenty, Nigeria shall be blessed.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome. You're welcome back to the live. All right, as we've observed the national anthem, it is very good when we also move to the next agenda on the. All right, I would like to confirm something. Just give me a minute. All right, kindly comment on the chat box. The chat box is on the okay. Kindly comment on the chat box. All right, kindly comment where you are streaming from. I can see Oyo State. I can see Oyedele Babatunde. All right, I can see people from Kwara. You're all welcome. I would like to see the energy. Comment with your favorite emoji from wherever you are streaming from. You are welcome to this live section again. It's a packed one, power packed one, and I would like to welcome each and every one of you. I can see people from Anambra. Kindly comment your state, whatever you are. I can see Abuja. I can see Ekiti State, Ayeni Paul. I can see you. So whatever you are streaming from, kindly ensure that you are commenting. A quick one. A good way to access the comment section is that you ensure that you subscribe to this channel, and within 1 or 2 minutes you will be given access to send comments. You will be given access to send comments to ensure that this is ensured. All right. And one thing I would like you to do is that I would like you to also share on your WhatsApp group platform. Ensure that we have more people come to this live right now, because it's about to go to the next level as we drive the live stream for today. All right, this is not one of the boring session. We don't really have that. Every session is a power packed one. And yes, I can see people from Bayelsa, Kwara State. All right, let the comment keep coming. Let your comment keep coming. Kindly ensure that you use the comment section. In case you have question that you would like to ask, you ensure that you drop it in the comment section. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's my pleasure to have each and every one of you on this platform today. All right, we already have our guest in the house. He's ready and is set to launch us to the next level. All right, I would like to just give me a minute. So today we are going to be talking about a powerful session on artificial intelligence, all right, which we all know as AI. All right, we need to know that AI, beyond the fact that we know that technology has not actually come to replace us, but to make life easy as we can, because we believe everybody is unique, but there's a way we can leverage on the use of AI to move our business to scale up, to ensure that we move from using AI as fun to using it as scaling up our businesses and career accelerator. All right. So today is a power pack session on artificial intelligence, and our speaker is here on the platform. All right. So today's meeting is talking about AI competence literacy, all right, a must for entrepreneurship, career success. All right. So how we can use AI to move our businesses, our career, and accelerate to the next level, not just as a fun, but a practical approach to ensure that to ensure that we leverage on AI as a tool. All right. So in few minutes from now, I'm going to be introducing our guest speaker. He's really ready to impart us this morning, and we are really set to have you, sir. We are really set to have you. All right. Can you give me a few minutes? All right. So this meeting is not just another boring session, as I've said earlier. It's a future-proofing career. It's a session on future-proofing career and businesses. So there will be a practical aspect as we journey to this. All right. So over to you, Mr. Mayowa. Over to you, Mr. Mayowa. All right. We want to ensure that everybody, we are all set to have our guest speaker. I would like to see it in the comment section. If you are really ready, okay. If you are really ready to have us continue this session, kindly give me thumbs up. I would like to see your emoji Come on, let me see your emoji. Let me see your emoji in the comment section. If you are ready to receive the guest speaker for today, kindly let me see your emoji. All right, comment with your favorite emoji. If it is fire, use fire. If it is your thumbs up, give your thumbs up. All right, our guest speaker is really ready to have us equipped this morning. All right, so I would like to introduce our guest speaker for this day. All right. Our guest speaker today is a truly powerhouse in the tech space. All right. With over 15 years of experience leading enterprise scale digital transformation across Africa, is a seasoned technology leader and process automation specialist. He has driven an incredible initiative from developing Africa's first telco lead mobile device financing platform to designing complex ERP system, holding a Doctor of Business Administration (DBA), a Master in IT, and multiple certification including PMPR. He perfectly bridges the gap between operational realities and technology execution. Please, ladies and gentlemen, business owners, youth in the house, I would like you to welcome the expert who will be guiding us through AI for career and business success. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Dr. Aida Joseph. Can you celebrate our guest on board? You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Please confirm you can hear me and also that you can see my screen. Please a comment. Can I see your comments if you can hear me and you can see my screen? Great. Thank you very much. So we're going to be talking about AI competence and literacy, a must for entrepreneurship and career success. Um, and I want us to start with a short story. A big man has his computer being faulty, and he went to Computer Village in Lagos to get it fixed. Now, while the engineer take a look at the laptop, he told him, "Come back in 3 days," and they agreed on an amount. He left and came back after 3 days, and he met his laptop working. So, out of surprise, he asked the engineer what was wrong with my laptop in case of next time. And the engineer told him it was ID 10T error. ID 10T error. Now, if you look at ID 10T, in a way, it's saying idiot. Literally, nothing happened to his system. He just didn't understand how to use it. Now, the moral of this story is what you don't know is what will be the reason for your failure or the reason why you would not succeed. Today, we are going to see why those who understand AI will dominate the future and those who don't will be displaced by it. So, why is this discussion important, or why is this conversation important? One, AI is no longer imagined, it is embedded. There's artificial intelligence in literally everything we do today. There is nothing you would want to do today in every aspect of life, be it business or career, that you won't find somewhere where AI is embedded. Decisions are being automated faster than people are being trained. Okay? Today, if it takes you 4 years to get a degree, within those 4 years, a lot would have changed. And if care is not taken, by the time you graduate, some of the things you have learned would have been obsolete, given how fast things are changing. Now, this gap also determines income, relevance, and survival. If you do not understand artificial intelligence, trust me, you are doomed. So AI competence is no longer optional, it is foundational. Okay? AI competence is no longer an option. It's something you must have. Now, let's look at the brutal truth. AI will not replace everyone, but it will replace people who don't understand it. Please note, it will definitely replace those who do not understand it. Today's future belongs to those who can work with AI, those who can think critically about AI outputs, and those who can use AI to scale impact. The hard reality is ignorance of AI is the new illiteracy. So if you're ignorant about AI, it is considered that you are an illiterate. And the earlier you catch up, the better for you if you want to survive either in the business world or the corporate world. Now let's look at what AI competence really means. AI competence is not about becoming a programmer, neither is it about building complex AI models or knowing the technical jargons, as a matter of fact. AI competence is about understanding what AI can and cannot do, knowing how to ask the right questions, using AI to augment thinking, not to replace it, and making informed decisions with AI-assisted insights. So technology, or AI as it were, is not meant to replace us, and it is not about becoming a programmer, understanding the complex models, but understand firstly what AI can do and what it cannot. Then knowing how to ask the right questions, prompt engineering. If you don't know how to ask AI the right questions, you will always get the wrong answers. So understanding how to ask questions is important, and also using AI to augment thinking, not to replace it. You should not use AI to generate something and you don't go through it to see where you need to adjust and what have you, because as intelligent as AI might seem, it is also um, prone to mistakes. Sometimes it gives you obsolete information. So that is why you need to understand how to use it and not to replace it, and not to, how to use it in your thinking to augment your thinking, not to replace your thinking. Now, AI literacy simplified. I want us to look at it in a simple way, or in simple terms. AI literacy is the ability to interact intelligently with AI systems. The word intelligently underlined. Interact intelligently with AI systems. Interpret AI generated outputs critically, meaning you must critically look at the data. You must critique whatever output you get from AI. Then you should also recognize biases, hallucinations, and limitations. Now, I want to believe we all know about ChatGPT. Do we also know about DeepSeek, for example? Just say hi in the comment section if you have heard about DeepSeek before. It's just like ChatGPT. Say hi on the comment section if you have heard of DeepSeek before. Good. So I can see response of people who have heard about DeepSeek. Now, I want to use ChatGPT and DeepSeek to explain bias. Now, more often than not, the AI model that you are using is going to respond to you based on the data available to it in terms of the training that was given to that AI model. If you can try it now, if you ask ChatGPT if Taiwan is a country and you ask the same question to DeepSeek, you will find out that they give you two different answers. While ChatGPT will recognize Taiwan as a country, even though it will recognize that, okay, there are some that do not see it as a country, DeepSeek will outrightly tell you that Taiwan is an inevitable part of China. Now, that tells you the data that is used to train a model will determine the output. As we're talking, you can try what I just said. Ask if Taiwan is a country. Ask DeepSeek and ask ChatGPT. You will see that the response they give you are not necessarily the same. And for that, you must know that your AI model can be biased. It can hallucinate, and it has limitations because it relies on data. So the data available to it determines the kind of response it will give you. Now, another thing is you must be able to apply AI ethically and responsibly. Put at the back of your mind that AI literacy is knowing when to trust AI, when to challenge it, and when to ignore it. Very important. You must know when to trust what AI is telling you, when to challenge what it's telling you, and when to ignore what it's telling you. Meaning you do not take what AI gives you hook, line, and sinker. If you have been doing that, you have been wrong all along. Because as we have seen, AI can be biased. AI can hallucinate, and it has limitations, especially based on the data that that AI model was trained on, because it actually depends on data. Now, there are a number of things that are shifting, and we are living through that shift. Today, we are living from manual work to intelligent automation. You would agree with me that some 10 years back, if you would want an ATM card, you will probably have to walk into the bank, fill a form, and probably come back in a week or two to get your ATM card. However, you can see the automation today has gotten to the point where we have machines in some bank branches where you can go and print your ATM yourself. You do not need to interact with any human being. Today, we have some banks having manless branch, e-branches, where you can carry out every transaction, including deposits and every other transaction for that matter, in the e-branch without having to physically meet anyone. Now, we are also moving from experience-only decisions to data plus AI-driven decisions. I normally say this, that the source of truth after God is data, because data don't lie. So using data and AI-driven decisions, people are making fantastic projections, fantastic decisions without necessarily relying on experience. I like that someone said DeepSeek is Chinese ChatGPT. So, but the bottom line, like I said earlier, is about you understanding the fact that these things have their biases. Now we are moving from solo expertise to human AI collaboration. Trust me, gentlemen and ladies, if you understand how to collaborate with AI, you will really be able to achieve a lot within a short period of time. Now, static careers to continuous reinvention. The achievement time has been shortened because of things like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and so on. Today, what it takes, the experience that you would gather over 5 years, you could get it in 1 or 2 months using technology or artificial intelligence, as it were. Now let's look at AI and future of careers. Who are those at risk today when it comes to career? We will come to business or entrepreneurs later. Who are those at risk today when it comes to career? First, those routine task owners. Imagine you work in a bank and all you know how to do is to be a teller, receive deposit, and also pay out withdrawals. I mean, you would know that you do not have a job because machines exist today that can handle that. Now, professionals who rely only on past experience are also at risk. Entrepreneurs who ignore digital transformation are also at risk. I want to believe we are all aware or we all know about a company called Agfa or a company called Konica. Can you respond on the chat if you have heard of a company called Agfa or Konica? Just respond by saying yes. I want to be sure we are moving together and that you are following what I am saying. Do we know a company called Agfa? They were into pictures. Thank you. I can see responses coming. Good. Now, in those days when you snap picture and you wait for 48 hours or thereabout to get your pictures, were the days when the likes of Konica and Agfa were controlling the picture or the imaging market. Now, technology has brought us to the point where everyone is a photographer, as a matter of fact. 15, 20 years ago, if we wanted to do this program online, we will need a number of equipment and a number of professionals to be able to carry out any form of training virtually. But today, I can see many people are saying they've not even heard of Agfa. These were companies that were doing fantastically well, but they were displaced by technology. They were displaced by technology. So entrepreneurs who ignore digital transformation are at risk in today's world because of how important AI has become. So you cannot be in business and avoid digital transformation. You cannot. Now, the other set of people that are at risk are graduates without adaptive skills. Now, whether we like it or not, some careers will disappear because of AI. So if you cannot adapt as a graduate, chances that you are going to be out of job or out of business is very high, and it is happening pretty soon. The key warning is experience without AI relevance will expire faster than ever before. Please note, experience without AI relevance will expire faster than ever before. So as much as you are experienced, regardless of the career path you have chosen or regardless of the business you are into, if you do not use AI, you are likely going to be out of job or out of business sooner than you'd ever imagine. Now, for the entrepreneurs, AI enable entrepreneurs today to do more with fewer people. I don't know if some of us have started applying for jobs, but sometimes you see that you apply for 50 jobs and none will get back to you for any interview. Why is it so? These days, there are AI solutions that help human beings in making recruitment decisions. So if your CV does not contain the critical keywords that they are looking for, your CV might never get to the HR person. It would have been screened out by the software. So that means if you use AI properly as an entrepreneur, the number of people you need in your establishment will be less because there are a number of things that you can use AI to do. Yes, thank you. Someone has mentioned it, ATS. It helps in selection of candidates, and some people's CV will never get to a human being. The machine would have screened it out because of how poorly written the CV is or how unfit it is for the role that has been advertised. Yes, I can see a number of us know about it, ATS, application tracking system. Now, using AI, because you're going to have use fewer people, it will also reduce your operating costs. It will help you to scale faster than your competitors. It will help you make smarter market decisions, and it will help you automate repetitive business processes. Any business process that is repetitive today can be automated. Therefore, using AI as an entrepreneur will help you move your business faster than it has ever been, and it will also help you to reduce your operating cost while running your business with fewer people. I should say, because of technology today, um, I run a software development and IT consulting company, and we have fewer people. Some of my staff, I have not seen them before, but we are working and the goals are being achieved. Now, the bottom line is AI literate entrepreneurs will outplace AI ignorant ones. So, if you are in this meeting today and you are an entrepreneur, I beg you, go get AI knowledge, be AI literate, so that you will not be outpaced by those who understand AI. Now, the real competitive advantage is not the AI itself, because we all have access to the same tools, right? Everyone has access to these AI tools. So the tool itself is not the competitive advantage. The competitive advantage is how well you frame problems. When you are trying to get responses, or you're trying to interact with a generative AI model like ChatGPT and Co, the way you frame the problems, if you understand how to frame the problems, how to ask questions, it is called prompt engineering, how to prompt um, AI. If you are able to frame your questions properly and you are able to think clearly, and how you are able to critique and evaluate the output you receive from AI, and then how strategically you apply the results. What this tells us eventually, or at the end of the day, is that AI rewards thinkers, not button clickers. So AI is never meant, or was never meant, to replace your thinking. It's meant to you, augment your thinking, and also help you in achieving results faster than you would ordinarily. It is never meant to replace you. Now, the risks of AI illiteracy include blind trust in wrong outputs. Remember, we said AI can hallucinate. It will also give you responses based on the bias of whoever trained it, and it is going to give you responses based on the data it has. So if you are not AI literate and you use AI, one of the issues you're going to have is you're going to be trusting wrong outputs because you will probably not look at what the output is saying and if it is in line with reality. Now, another risk is the fact that you'll be making poor decisions at a very large scale. And you're going to be having ethical and legal exposures if you are AI illiterate, because you're going to pick things that will put you into legal problems. I mean, today we are aware that intellectual properties are being protected, and if you use someone's intellectual property, like you plagiarize, you will likely end up in deep trouble. Hence, AI illiteracy can lead you to using someone's intellectual property without properly citing and so on and so forth. Then you could suffer reputational damage also, and dependency without understanding. If you use AI without knowing how to use it properly, you will end up depending 100% on AI. Meanwhile, you don't understand it, and you are likely going to be making so much mistakes. So at the end of it all, we should remember that AI doesn't remove responsibility, it amplifies it. AI does not remove responsibility, it amplifies it. This is very important, and we should always remember that. Now, ethical and responsible use of AI is very important. You need to understand bias in data. It is important for you to respect privacy and confidentiality. I want to plead, if you are not aware of the NDPR, Nigerian Data Protection Regulation, please, after this session, try and read up about it. There is responsibility upon each and every one of us when it comes to data. Okay, so you need to respect privacy and confidentiality in your use of AI. So you need to understand that. Now, you also need to understand or know the regulatory and compliance implications. And that's why I talked about Nigerian Data Protection Regulation, which stipulates, by the way, that if you run a business or you work in a business where you keep personal data of up to 200 people, you are expected to register as a data controller, and you are expected to adhere to certain rules when it comes to collecting the data, processing the data, and storing the data. Now, another ethical use and responsible use of AI is that you must use AI to assist, not deceive. A lot of people use AI unknowingly to deceive people. For example, going to ask AI to write your CV, and then the AI goes about writing things that are not true. And because you do not use it responsibly by going through whatever output you have received, you will end up deceiving recruiters. Or when you do a research and you end up coming up with conclusions that are not necessarily true because you do not use AI responsibly. Now remember, responsible use of AI builds trust. Irresponsible use destroys credibility. Very important. Responsible use will build your trust. Irresponsible use will destroy your credibility. Now, in today's world, skills that matter more than ever includes critical thinking, because anything that has to do with repetitive tasks and what have you, we have seen that AI can actually take on those tasks. So the skills you need, whether you're a business person as an entrepreneur or you have chosen to work in the corporate world, the skills that are important include critical thinking, problem framing, because remember, when you want to use AI, you need to frame the problems properly for AI to be able to give you responsible answers. Then domain expertise. Like I always say to young people, one thing you must take as a responsibility is to know everything about something and know something about everything. I will take that again. Know everything about something and know something about everything. So you should be versatile enough to have an idea of almost everything within your chosen career path or your business. But you should pick a domain and be a master of it. Now, another skill that is important more than ever before is decision making. You should be able to make decisions based on available data. Creativity and judgment is another thing. You need to be creative because I mean anybody can prompt AI and will get response. So, but you need to be creative and you need to know how to judge and be able to pick up what is important and ignore those that are not. Then continuous learning mindsets. Learning does not end. As a person, I make it a point of duty that every year I attend at least one course to learn something new. So you must make that as part of your life, continuous learning mindset, because the rate at which things are changing is so fast. And if you do not key into it, you will be left behind. So, most importantly, we should remember AI enhances these skills. It does not replace them. The skills we mentioned, critical thinking, problem framing, domain expertise, decision making, creativity and judgment, continuous learning mindset, and so on. They are all being enhanced by AI. They are never replaced by AI. Now, how do you start building AI competence? One, and I want us to pay attention. One, learn what AI actually does, not the hype, not the brouhaha, not all the big grammars and what have you. Learn what it actually does. Practice AI, using AI tools in real tasks. Okay? When you understand what it actually does, try and use them in real life. You know, then always question output, don't worship them. Question the output you get from AI, don't just copy and paste. Now, apply AI within your field or your business. Make sure you start using AI to do one thing or the other, either on the job or in your business. Then you must stay informed. The continuous learning we talked about. You must stay informed as tools evolve, because they are always evolving and they will always evolve. Now, it is important to note at this point that consistency beats complexity. So it's not about being just pick something small. It doesn't have to be something much. Just even if it is a single thing you pick, if you are consistent at it, you will beat someone who tries to be complex. Consistency is very, very critical as you set out to build your AI competence, either as a career person or as an entrepreneur. We should know that AI or the future belongs to AI literate professionals, adaptive entrepreneurs, strategic thinkers, people who learn continuously, and not the loudest voices, the smartest adapters. It's not about making noise and shouting all over the place about AI. It is about smart adaptation. Final takeaways. AI competence is a career survivor. Without AI competence, you may not be able to survive in your career. AI competence is also a business growth lever. Without AI competence, you might not be able to grow your business at the expected scale. AI competence is a leadership requirement. AI competence is also a personal responsibility. Those who embrace AI will lead those who ignore it. Now, those who ignore it will either follow or they will disappear. Those who embrace AI will lead, those who ignore will follow or will disappear. So it means we have a choice to embrace AI and lead, or ignore it and become followers in every aspect of our endeavor, or even disappear completely. Now, the question is no longer about will AI affect my career or business? It's the real question today is, will I be ready when it does? Pay attention to the question on this slide. The question is no longer about will AI affect my career or business? The actual question today is, will I be ready when AI affects my career or business? That is the real question. And with these few words of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you that AI competence and literacy is not an option, but a must if you want to survive in the 21st century. Thank you very much for your time. I will hand us back to the moderator. I don't know how we're going to handle questions. If people will type their questions and we'll take it one by one, I don't know.
So much, Mr. Joseph. Can we celebrate Mr. Joseph? Can we celebrate Mr. Joseph? This is actually a very great section we have had this morning. And right here where I am, I've been jotting a lot of things that I need to use to prepare myself to the next level of my career. And I know each and every one of you, everybody on this live right now, we have actually jotted one thing and noted one thing or the other to ensure that we use this and apply them. You see the approach our guest speaker have used today, it has been a great one. It gave us practical ways by which we can approach the use of AI. He said the question is that will AI affect my career? Or is that the question? He said, will you be ready? So that means that right now AI has actually gone, it has come to stay. But are we ready to implement AI? All right. Within 1 minute, I would like you to comment one thing that you've actually learned in this session. I would like you to comment in the chat box within 1 minute. All right. Within 1 minute, comment one thing that you have learned in the session this morning. Okay, I can see AI competence is not an option. It is a must. Thank you, Kola Wole. Thank you so much. I can see that. All right, let the comment keep coming. All right, one thing that you have learned in the section given to us by Mr. Joseph this morning. Yes. All right, just write one thing that you have learned. One thing that you have learned. Knowing everything about something and also knowing something about everything. All right, thank you so much. I can see that. All right, let it keep coming. Let your comment keep coming. And also, if you have question, kindly ensure that you put that in the comment section, because we'll be taking question any moment from now. All right. Okay, AI literacy is a personal responsibility and knowledge. Thank you so much for that. AI doesn't remove or responsibility, it amplifies it. All right, I can see that we've actually had a lot of things that we've learned. All right, AI is a leadership requirement. Those who embrace it, they lead. Those who ignore, they disappear. All right, thank you so much. All right, we have lots of things that we have learned, and let it keep coming. All right, and if you have question, ensure that you drop it in the comment section. Don't hesitate to drop it. We'll be taking question as soon as possible, so let your question keep coming right now. Let your question keep. If you have question to ask, Mr. Joseph is already here now to have us on our questions. So if you have questions, kindly drop it right now, then we take the questions. All right, let your question keep coming. If you have question, kindly drop it in the comment section. All right. Let your question keep coming in the comment section. All right. Okay. I'm trying to scan through. All right. There's a question by John Bosco. He says, what avenue can we use to learn about He said, what avenues can we use to learn about AI literacy?
Okay, thank you very much. What avenues? First of all, I think it is important to mention today that if you have not attended the YouTube University, you have not attended school yet. There's literally nothing you want to learn today that you will not have videos on YouTube for free. There are a number of things, there are a number of courses that you will pay for to learn, but basically YouTube and the AI itself can be used. Just know how to ask the right questions, and you will be able to uh, pick it up. Let me give you a short story. When the moderator was reading my profile, he said, I've had about 15 years experience in IT and what have you. Strangely, I went to University of Maiduguri and I studied physics. So literally most of the things I learned, at least before my master's in information technology, were learned from Google and YouTube. Thank you. I hope I've answered your question.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Joseph. All right, I'd like to scan through to see if we have other questions. All right, let your question keep coming. Okay, I can see another one. How can we learn more about AI literacy? I think he has already mentioned that you can utilize YouTube University, right? All right. Let your question keep coming. I'd like to scan through now. All right. Okay. How can we implement AI in the fashion designing world? There's a question by a real world leader. All right. Please, how can I implement AI in the fashion designing world?
Okay, how can I implement IT in the fashion design world? So
AI in the fashion designing world.
yeah, okay. So in the fashion designing world, I don't know. You can still see my screen, right? I want to go back to the first slide and use it to tell you something. Please confirm you can see the screen that has my picture and the topic of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, this was done by AI, including the clothes I'm wearing. I simply gave my picture and asked it to generate a headshot wearing suits. And this is what we have. And it looks exactly like me, for those who can judge by what you are seeing on the screen and myself. So what I'm trying to say, or what I'm trying to bring out here, is that fashion designing is about creativity, right? So you could use AI to generate designs and modify it. Lastly, even I built a house in my village and the plan was generated by AI for me. I did not meet any architect. So you can use it for fashion designing by asking it questions in lines of it generating designs that will fit someone who is 50, weight, this, that, give it the length, height, and what have you. So that's what I can say about that. Thank you. I hope I've answered your question.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Joseph. And there's one that I would also like to share with you. He said, "What can you say about artificial intelligence replacing humans and workers in the nearest future, and how can we be safe from it?"
Thank you. So yes, it is true that AI will, in fact, it has started replacing people. It's not in the nearest future. It has started replacing people. Now, because if what you are doing is such that it's repetitive, there is no creativity, no you are not adding any value in terms of decision making and what have you. It can actually be automated using AI. So the way you can guide against it as a person is to make sure you are adaptive, learn AI skills, because AI in itself require human beings to prompt them. So you can read up about prompt engineering. If you know how prompt engineering in that sense is not the engineering that you probably know in school. Okay, it's just knowing how to interact with these systems. So learn how to use AI to augment what you are doing. Make sure wherever you are working or whatever business you are doing, you embrace digital transformation. Make sure you're using technology and you can use technology properly. Hope I've answered your question.
Or All right, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Joseph. No, there's a notification in the chat, in the comment section. The link to the attendance is on the comment section. Kindly ensure that you fill the form, click the link, and it will take you to the form for attendance. All right. We still have some other questions. Like there's one: what is the best place for someone who doesn't have an expertise in a field to start when it comes to use of AI, sir?
Someone who is what?
Someone who doesn't have expertise in a field. So where do they start from in the use of AI?
Someone who doesn't have competence in
A
AI,
field.
in AI field or in any field for that matter.
The person did not specify. He said, "What's the
Okay,
best place for someone who doesn't have expertise in a field to start?"
okay. So first of all, if you do not have, I'm going to answer the question in two ways. If you're talking about not having expertise in any field at all, then I think that's where you should start from. You need to pick what you want to focus on, then you can use AI to augment it. Now, if you're talking about the fact that, okay, I don't know anything about AI, like I said, YouTube is your friend if you are the type that learn by visuals, by seeing, or the AI itself, DeepSeek, Grok, ChatGPT. Just go there, play around with it, ask it questions, and try to read it up and practice. Like I said, I think I have mentioned on my slide somewhere where I listed how you can learn um, AI, how to start building the, I think, slide 15. I'm happy to share the slide at the end of this training. Slide 15 itemized how you should start little by little, putting it into practice and so on.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir. Um, there are lots of questions, but very sorry, we won't be able to take every of these questions. In case you still want to ask some personal question, you can kindly reach out to me or the production team. All right, you can also drop it in the comment section. All right, probably it might be attended to. So I want to appreciate on behalf of the management of Mind the Gap and the leadership and also the Digital Literacy for All CDS. We want to say thank you so much, Mr. Joseph. You have actually made justice to the topic for today. So I implore each and every one of us to ensure that we practice what we have learned today because the blessing is in the doing. All right. So thank you so much, Mr. Joseph. It's actually a good session to have you, and we hope that next time when we call you, you are going to eat to our call, sir.
Definitely,
All
I,
right.
I should say I'm one of the first set of Mind the Gap in 2000. I served in 2009, so I am part of Mind the Gap. Don't worry, I will always be available.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Ensure that you click the notification for the attendance in the comment section. And this is where we call it a day. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining, and see you in the next one. Bye.